Nobody in the village ever imagined that Amina would be the one to make it out. She wasn't the smartest, she wasn't the richest, and she definitely wasn't the most connected. But she had something most people didn't. Desperation. The kind of desperation that keeps you awake at night, staring at a leaking roof, listening to your parents argue about money, wondering if this is all life will ever be. Amina grew up in a small, forgotten village where dreams didn't survive for long. Her father was a struggling farmer. Her mother sold vegetables by the roadside. Every day was about survival, not ambition. But Amina was different. She didn't just want to survive, she wanted more. Every evening, she would sit under a dim kerosene lamp, reading old, torn textbooks that had been passed down for years. While others slept, she studied. While others gossiped, she planned. She had one goal, to leave, and one day, she did. A scholarship opportunity came like a miracle, study abroad, a chance to escape poverty forever. But it wasn't easy. Her family sold their only piece of land just to support her travel. Her mother cried the night before she left, not out of joy, but fear. "Don't forget us," she said. Amina smiled. "I won't." But life has a way of changing people, slowly, quietly, until they don't even recognize themselves anymore. At first, everything was overwhelming. The city lights, the tall buildings, the fast life. Amina had never seen anything like it. She struggled. She felt out of place. She was mocked for her accent, her clothes, her background. There were days she wanted to give up, to go back home, to the life she once hated. But then something happened. She met Daniel. Daniel was everything Amina wasn't. Confident, wealthy, powerful. He noticed her, not because she fit in, but because she didn't. He started helping her. At first it was small things, buying her lunch, helping with assignments, introducing her to people. Amina felt seen. For the first time in her life, she felt important. But Daniel's world was different. Behind the luxury, behind the parties, behind the expensive gifts, there were secrets, and Amina was slowly becoming a part of them. It started with simple favors. "Hold this for me. Don't ask questions. Just trust me." At first, she hesitated, but then she remembered her family, the sacrifices, the poverty, the life she never wanted to return to. So she said yes. One favor became two. Two became 10. Before she realized it, she wasn't just surviving anymore, she was thriving. Money started flowing in. Designer clothes, expensive phones, luxury apartments. Amina had become everything she once dreamed of. But there was a cost she didn't fully understand, until it was too late. Back in the village, her family waited. Months turned into years. At first, Amina called often, then less, then nothing. But money kept coming, huge amounts, more than they had ever seen in their lives. Her parents were proud. Their daughter had made it, or so they thought, until one day. Amina came back, but she wasn't the same girl who left. She arrived in a black SUV, dressed in luxury, surrounded by silence. The villagers gathered around. Whispers filled the air. "Is that really Amina? What does she do? How did she become this rich?" Her parents ran to her, tears in their eyes. But Amina didn't smile. She didn't hug them the way she used to. Something was off. Something was wrong. That night, the village celebrated her return. Music, food, laughter. But Amina sat quietly, watching, thinking, haunted, because she knew something no one else did. The money, the life, the success. It wasn't clean, and the past was catching up. Days passed. Strange things started happening. Unknown cars would drive into the village late at night. Men in dark clothes asking questions. Amina became restless, paranoid, afraid. Her mother noticed. "What's wrong?" she asked. Amina hesitated for the first time in years. Fear filled her eyes. "I made a mistake," she whispered. But it wasn't just a mistake. It was something much bigger, something dangerous, because Daniel wasn't just a rich student. He was connected to something far deeper, something illegal, and Amina had been part of it all along. Every package she held, every favor she did, every don't ask questions moment, she was involved, and now there was no way out. One night, everything changed. A loud knock on the door. Her father opened it. Men walked in, serious, cold, unforgiving. They weren't from the village, and they weren't there to celebrate. Amina froze. Her worst fear had arrived. "They found me," she said. The truth finally came out. The money wasn't hers. It never was. She had been used, and now she had to pay the price. Her family stood in shock. The pride they once felt turned into confusion, then fear, then heartbreak. Everything they believed about her was a lie. Amina broke down. For the first time since she left, she cried. Not for the life she lost, but for the life she destroyed. Because in trying to escape poverty, she had walked into something far worse. The story of Amina spread across the village. Some said she was greedy, others said she was a victim. But one thing was certain, not every success story has a happy ending, and sometimes the price of leaving where you come from is losing yourself completely. So the next time you see someone who made it, ask yourself, what did they lose to get there? Because behind some success stories are secrets too dark to tell